Hi, welcome to the Diversity of Urban Art podcast. I'm Claudia Thomas. I paint landscapes and botanical subject matter in oil. I've been painting for a number of years. I have a Bachelor of Arts degree from Rollins College in Fine Arts, and I spend a lot of time in parks and botanical gardens where most of my subject matter is from. And this particular painting is called Bromeliads, and it's I was attracted to this subject matter I saw in a botanical garden because of the one bromeliad was in shadow, the other in light, and I followed the rule of thirds by not having anything in the middle of the painting, and I was challenged by the shadow areas, which are a darker value than the lit areas, which are very light value. And also to show the natural effects of light, when you put a very light color, very light area over a dark area, there has to be an in-between value, which is usually a medium value. So you have the light value, the medium value, and then the dark value, and that imitates light in nature. If I were to just have this light lit area and not have any other, I used yellow here, I used purple here, and not have any other medium value color on the edge, this would look too hard. It wouldn't look like a natural leaf. And I use complementary colors. I use the pinks and the reds, and have purple is a complement of yellow, so I have those complements. And this is basically two circles, and they go off the edge, which is actually more interesting because it's asymmetrical. And then I use this because this ground cover, because it's colorful and it's also complementary, the yellow and the pinks, and it leads your eye back to the center of interest. And so it's mainly, I like this subject matter because it's about the effects of light in nature, and I really enjoyed painting the shadow areas. And you can see in the shadows that there's a very dark value that takes your eye back, but there are intermediate values going back. So it looks like it's natural and looks like what you would see in nature. And then I really like these pinks as contrasted with the complementary green colors. And I really enjoyed doing this painting. So I talked about this painting before, but now I'm going to talk about a possible subject matter. And these are ferns growing on the side of a palm tree. And I would paint this really large, so the ferns would be much larger than this. But I like this because there are dark values and light values where the sun's hitting the side of the palm. And I love this texture of the in the trunk, and I love the texture of the roots. You can see the roots, and then there's dark where the ferns have attached. It's very dark underneath. So this would be interesting to me to paint, but in a very large format. And there's more interesting subject matter to me over here. And I plan on painting this because I love the blue in the water, and there's a little beach here, and the roots of these palms are pretty much in the water, and I love the textures of this bark because it's like a triangular shape, and there are ferns growing, and there's a diversity of values, and there's color, the grays, and it contrasts with the blue, and it's absolutely beautiful. And I like the fronds on the ground and everything that is natural looking. And this is also beautiful, the palms back in there, and those are bird of paradise palms. And The sky is really a beautiful shade of blue today, and the water is reflecting that. So it's just a perfect day to paint outside. And thank you for watching this podcast.